Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Wednesday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphoning device in a special way because, well, we had a record-breaking day in almost more ways. Well, we did have it more ways than one in some aspects, but nonetheless, big deal with precious metals today, and this kind of is a tail end or an addendum to my video that I posted earlier today, or earlier this afternoon. But also, we're going to watch the markets as they open up in Asia and see if there's a trend line for a continuation or a continued pullback from what we saw late in trading. So we'll get into some of that in a moment, but let's get into some comments before the markets open here in this special report. Appreciate you guys being with me here tonight. Let me get over here. Got to get my boilerplate ready. And I do apologize in advance for my voice. I won't be streaming as long as I usually do because I still have to record tomorrow's video. I've got to pace my voice out because, if somebody as busy as I am in this, a voice is needed. So I'm trying to take care of it as much as possible. So thank you guys for your patience with me here. Part-time Prepper says this. As I write, silver is 1 cent off of its all-time high in 1980 and get to 50 by the end of the week or drop to $41. And this could be the beginning of a big pullback. Possibly could be the case. Although we'll say it did not get to the 1 cent from the all-time high. The all-time high in 1980 was technically, according to Jesse J, I believe, who I think was in here earlier, reported on that, did the research on it. It was $49.95. It got within 41 cents of reaching $50. And within I would say 36 cents, I think, from the all-time high. But yes, indeed, getting close there. It's pretty wild. It's exciting times for silver, no question about that. By the way, before we get there, let me get over here to the adjust some things here. What is happening? Okay, here we go. I need to rearrange some things here. Bear with me. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, now I can toggle between the windows much better. By the way, check out channel sponsor Summit Metals. A great company, great customer service, and one of the fastest growing bullion dealers out there, so check them out. Here's where the market's closed here. Silver tried to pick up a little bit of steam in the last few minutes of trading. It's at close at $48.94. Still up over 2% on the day. But look at that high, $49.59. That is something else. That high right there we're seeing, $49.59. Man, that's crazy to see that. We're witnessing history here. Now I know it's nominal dollars, but it's exciting to see. And gold obviously closed above $4,000. Pretty strong there. So there's where it is. Gold, 1.42% increase, up $56.50. But look at palladium. It was up higher than that, over $100 and some dollars. And platinum, you can see there. But we're going to revisit those as the market's open. We're going to see what's happening there. But let's get into some more comments. We've got Al Puthrock says this. Thought China starts buying again at 100%. Silver already went up 3.3%. We will see $50 at least on Friday. It very well could. And it's quite a possibility. I would not be surprised. For those of you who voted, over 80% of you who thought we would see $49 silver by this Friday have already been right. We're already there. It happened today. Indeed it did. So there it is. All right, and let's get in there. Very good. Yes, that's right. It sure is. Thank you, Mark Razor. It is unusual. The silver futures price is lower. That's backwardation, what we're seeing there, but it is pretty wild. And that actually could put pressure on silver's price, which means we could see it fall in the market open here, which will be, takes about 2 minutes to propagate over there at Kitco. But we're going to watch it here as it opens up here. Good to see you guys. Glad you all are here with me tonight. I appreciate you joining in. Thank you so much. Silver Shelby, feel about the same. I'm trying to take care of the voice first and foremost. I won't be streaming as long tonight because I have to work on tomorrow's video and need my voice to do that. Gordon Clee, if a nation can't trust the United States, but they trust China, I see the world as in total chaos, tailspin that is beyond recovery. Well, that's true. Well, and that's just it. I don't think many of us trust either country, you know, especially the statisticians, the government statisticians. We call them the chefs at the Cook the Books Club. Indeed. All right. Matt says, my local dealer here in the UK is paying over spot for silver 1 ounce coins. Wow. What does that indicate to you? It means that they're in demand and they're selling a lot of them, starting to see a turnaround. I would love to know what kind of coins there are because I know silver eagles are paying bought for over spot. Now, there are some dealers who are paying over spot for silver eagles right now. Good to see Silver Wolverine. Good to see North Carolina Stacker. Dean R is here. Welcome. There's Coin Shop Chris is here. IvG is with us. Good to see you guys. So watch these markets, and right now it's about 2 minutes after. It takes about that long before it propagates. It's close enough. Let's see here. They've opened, and let's see what's happening. Nope, it's still not showing. Like I said, it takes about 2 minutes for them to refresh here, so we're going to keep an eye on it. So we'll see what happens here. We'll visit that. Sometimes it takes a little longer for the markets to refresh there, but we'll do that. K-Phil Energy says, so it has to reach $173 to get to the all-time high. Still a long way. 173 inflation adjusted. Actually, I think it's 216 for the all-time high in 1980 that it would need to get to, and 73 in 2011 to get to all-time high when adjusted for inflation. Gold has far surpassed that when adjusted for inflation. Trading above $4,000 an ounce. We've never been here before with gold, and it is comfortably there, that's for sure. So, yeah. And I think we're starting to see the transition to people buying silver again out of fear. And again, it's something that I encourage you not to do, by the way. If you're buying silver, and I bought near the high, and I will probably continue to buy, but I'm not going to buy out of fear. I think that's the key. We don't know what's going to happen. This time it's different. I've talked about it, but still, we got to be very careful for sure. All right. CR Lock says if gold reaches 5K before Christmas, silver will smash through 50 and reach at least $75. I agree with that, but I don't think we're going to see gold go to 5K before Christmas. Although, people are making crazy calls where the metals are going to go. But it looks like it may reach my revised forecast sooner than later, of $4,100 gold, and $51 silver, which is my revised forecast too, may come as well. We'll see. Edward Sawyer says, Scottsdale also mints silver coins for quite a few small countries. Indeed, they do. That's right. They do mint for small countries. That's right. All right, let's see here. That they do. And let's see here. We've got 5836 from the video I did about the silver market. And I think that's part of the reason why prices are going up, because of what's going on in China. A number of different things going on in China we got to watch out for. And to think the silver and gold S&P ratio is still very low compared to history. The precious metals rally still hasn't even begun. You can predict $51 silver by the end of the year. We might have it by the end of the week. Perhaps so. 58.36. It is possible, but I kind of doubt that. Again, there's some resistance, and I think we're going to see more resistance around the $50 mark. It's going to be very volatile. We're going to probably get so close to it again. I would not be surprised if by Friday we saw the number jump up to 49.75 or even 49.80 and then pull back to 40 to 40, the low 48s again. I would not be surprised if that happened. That's right. Yeah, the chefs at the Cook the Books Club are being furloughed. No reports coming out. That's right. And that's another thing, too. Speculation on the government shutdown and where the markets are going to go. We'll see how that plays out. All right, here we go. It looks like we got consolidation time, folks. Everything is pulling back. Slightly for gold, more so for silver. Silver, again, there's some strong resistance. So look at that. Silver down 18 cents. That's a pretty big drop on the open here. So that's what we're seeing here for silver. But I think, again, this is going to be somewhat temporary. It depends on where this consolidation ends. You know, is it going to stop around the low 48s or the high 47s and then just rocket back up again? I think it's quite possible. But the Asian markets are reacting to the bullish run that we saw on gold and silver in the last trading day, which was just mere hours ago. So that's what we're watching here in this special report. All right. So there it is. And so it's fascinating to see. Gold down $4.30 now. Silver down 15 cents, 0.3% drop to 48.79. Gold still trading above $4,000. And so, you know, that $4,000 mark is pretty critical, and considering it closed comfortably above it. We'll see how long this lasts. But there it is. All right. Yes, that they have just now returned, says Jesse J. That's right. And so we're seeing that the Asian market's reacting in full force now. All right. Volume is so low. Yeah, let's see what the volume is. You're talking about the volume of the broadcast or the volume of trading here? Let's take a look at the volume of trading to see. Yeah, volume is very low. And you can see that it opened up really down and volume is low there. So that's what he's talking about. Let's take a look at silver. The volume low. So it opened down dramatically. Now it's starting to kind of pick up again. As trading picks up, volume picks up. So now it is now coming off of those opened lows to down just 13 cents, and gold is down just $6. So that could be a little bit of the open-ended leftover from near the end, and how the futures markets prices are. Maybe that's what it's working from. And then you know, I'm just guessing there as to what's happening, but we'll see here. All right. All right, let's see here. So there's, okay, now it's pushing back down again. The markets are. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll see. There's some there's a little bit of pressure there in the Asian market. Mike Nelson, a day after this video, silver goes up $1.60. Things are different this time, but price, but to the downside are expected, but maybe just not yet. Maybe that's right. Yep, and we are seeing it right now. Richard Metcalf says here, yep, the spring is being pulled back a bit. Watch out for when the spring is released. That's right. Yeah, I've got, I've tried pretty much everything. I've got warm, I had two cups of warm honey lemon tea today. 2 cups of that. And now I'm drinking soda, heated up soda with ginger in it. And so I'm trying everything to kind of keep my voice going, but it is difficult. All right, Kerry Tarrant, I won't believe we have that much gold until a full audit is done. Yep, you're not alone in feeling that, for sure. KXHT. It would be interesting to know what currency China is using to purchase the gold with. I feel like this might be them trying to get clear of currencies that they have no confidence in, or maybe it's too clear of U.S. bonds. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't know how that works there. Likely they use dollars. Gold is still priced in the international markets in dollars. So I don't know. But anyways, all right. Let's see here. All right, Four Wheels from Rob says, the bottom is falling out of our fiat dollars, and we refuse to audit the Fed or Fort Knox. Yeah, when is that going to come? Well, of course, an audit was never promised by the president. It was just they wanted to see the gold. They wanted to tour Fort Knox. They wanted to see it. They wanted to show it to us. Very different than an audit. Bicentennial baby. Let China hold my gold, not a chance. If Lord of the Rings has taught me thus, the dragon doesn't give up the gold easily. That tried it sure doesn't. Smog. All right. Let's answer a few more, then we'll look at the markets again. See what's happening. It's a volatile situation. Thank you, Michael K. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's see here. Doug, don't sleep on copper. Copper will shock soon, too. Yeah, perhaps it will, but there's not really, even if copper tripled or quadrupled in price, there's not a good idea to buy copper bullion. Not a good idea at all. All right. So let's see here. And copper, by the way, right now is up slightly, but it's still under $5 a pound. It's $4.87 a pound. All right. And let's see here. Elon Trump, I just keep trading spare fiat for metal as quickly as possible. There you go. Well, yeah, be careful, though, with that. You know, I don't know. I mean, right now, it looks like that they're consolidating as, down. I mean, look at that. Gold is down a quarter, almost a quarter right now. I mean, silver's down almost 25 cents. It's 24 cents down, $48.69. Down a half a percentage point. Gold down just over a half a percentage point, down $40.50. We could see gold fall below $4,000 again tonight. So it looks like this is a snapback reaction in the Asian markets. As likely now, probably volume has gone up. We're going to look at the volume here again later in the broadcast here to see what's happening in trading, but there it is. All right. Very good. Let's see what we've got here. Mr. Todd DeLarone says this here. Gold is outside the value of the dollar, and physical gold you hold is yours. Not like money in your bank account or even a worst case financial crash, your stocks, bonds, or even your house if you have a mortgage. All these assets you think are yours are actually owned by an average of 7 other people. So if you want to figure how to actually get your bonds and stocks in a single owned paper certificates, good luck doing that. But supposedly you can somehow. Yeah. I've seen physical versions of those bonds. I guess it's few and far between these days, but yeah. I don't know. It's always good to own physical assets. No question about that. All right. Brandon says, it's all a little bit of history repeating. Yes, that's right. A little bit of repeating history indeed. Creek Runner, FOMO is real. Yes, it sure is. It is real, and we're witnessing it to some degree now. Dennis Niemeyer says, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, sir. See you tomorrow night. Take care. Drink lots of fluids and stay in bed. Yeah, well, I don't think I really have a fever. I'm a little bit run down. I won't do any push-ups tonight. If I get a super chat here and there, I'll just say thank you. But the worst part is my throat, which is actually the part I need the most in order to do these broadcasts. So, but anyways, but thank you. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here what we've got. Cyber Curtain Twitcher says here, you and I both posted videos of this on this at the same time. Oh, interesting. Okay, no conspiracy here, just coincidence. Wow. Yes. Very cool, CCT. And the bear, 4880. My fund reached 16 trillion paper silvers to our short position. No silver for you, salivate metal. Well, thankfully, I don't have to worry about that. Yes, indeed. And I got the silver that I have, and it's still in my hands. Angel Eyes, if the governments stay shut down, then the manipulation may stop. I don't know. I mean, I guess some of it to some degree it may, but some people feel it's the big commercial banks who are the biggest advocates of the manipulation. Still doing it. But anyways, but yes, the Federal Reserve, by the way, is not on holiday and not a part of the shutdown. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of places selling constitutional at spot. Indeed, there are. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we got cheap left Kennedy. Where should the true price be if you consider the fact that the currency is actually insolvent? Well, the currency isn't insolvent, cheap left Kennedy. The currency, believe you me, we would know if the currency was insolvent. But dollars are still very much. The dollar strength is actually up today. That's compared to other currencies. I think part and parcel to what's going on with Japan and another country. I talked about that a little bit, but anyways. But yeah, it's one of those things where the currency's still strong. It's just weaker than it had been in the past. Well, Charles Stratton, let's get more pig noises for Charles Stratton. Let's do it. Here we go, Charles. And it's not coffee, by the way, Charles. Get it right. But that's for you, Charles. I hope you enjoyed that. That's for you. Jimmy Large, you corrected today. The opposite of incorrected. It corrected today, yes. And we're seeing that play out here right now. Although, look at this. It is now retracing some of those losses here for silver. It's now down just 11 cents. It was down over 25 cents earlier. So there it is. All right. Yes, indeed. Gold down $14.70. Tonight, still above 4,000. So it's pairing some of the losses here tonight. So there's a fighting chance we may see these prices continue. All right. Very good. Let's see here. We've got this. Aaron Olson says here, $50 should be only the beginning. Yep, I know some people feel that way. I think we're going to cross the $50 barrier, but it's going to put up a fight. I really do think that. Douglas Arson says, question. Let me get over here to this. Oops. What's happening here? Come on, let's do that. And then let's go over here. He says, will you still be buying silver at 1,000? I've already brought my levels from 50 to 75 and 80 and preparing for 200. But honestly, 1,000 scares me. Well, I'm not even thinking about $1,000 silver. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. There's a whole lot of other things you have to consider at $1,000 silver. All right. And let's see here. Mario, thanks, brother. Thank you, Mario. Appreciate that. And 49.18 at APMEX. And I don't know, with the futures down, their price should actually be lower. So when you posted that, that's not the accurate price. But dealers, I don't know of any dealer that actually uses true spot price from Kitco anymore. They're all off a bit. Some are more egregious than others. But let's see here. Trickaholic says, I'm not sure. I believe once the shutdown ends, there will be a significant pullback and then sideways, chop for a little while. I don't see the market makers loosening their gap and letting silver rip. I estimate 10% pullback, but maybe more wishful thinking because I'm not done stacking yet. Yeah, I don't think it's going to pull back that much. We may see some consolidation and pullback, but I don't think it's going to be that much. Could be wrong, though. All right. Let's see here. Thanks, Sal. God bless. Thank you. Anton Carey, appreciate that. And we've got here from Mr. Todd DeLarone. And then we'll look at the markets again and see what they're doing here tonight. Mr. Todd says, hey, Sal, it's funny. I wanted gold to break 4K and silver to break 50. It's like ping pong going up and down. The price is not moving much, but it seems there's a lot more movement of sellers and buyers. As far as futures price, since it's a contract made a month or 6 months ago, you want to fulfill it lower than spot. With that logic and the fact that there are good delivery bars, which I believe are 100 or 1,000 ounce. Yeah, 1,000 ounce for silver. And I agree that $50 psychological level will be, once broken, will cause the silver to go up even more. I believe at the end of the day, the precious metal price manipulators, controllers lose control. Maybe the commodity official who dropped the price of silver every weekday at 4 a.m. moved on. Perhaps so. Yes, perhaps so. All right, we have our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much. Zillion Badillion Senior says, is there a point that all silver will be equal in value? Why isn't all silver for what it's worth? Why is some more expensive premium still? It's all about demand, and that demand is in your country. For instance, it's a good question, by the way. So let's say you live in the United States of America. Dealers are paying now either at spot or a little above spot, maybe $1 or $2 above spot for Eagles right now because they're in high demand. For Maple Leafs, and maybe a little bit less than spot. For rounds, and maybe even less than that, and maybe 2-3% back. And for bars, and maybe even less. So it's about demand. Not all silver is created equal, even in the bullion market. So Zillion, the reason why is because of the demand supply fundamentals within the actual investment world. And so this is why some people swear on Eagles and say, well, I'm going to be stacking because, they're always going to be, in demand. And I'll give you another example of that. Back there in the supposed silver squeeze movement, which is really a squeeze on the physical investment grade bullion, there was some shops that were paying $15 above spot for a silver eagle. And the premiums you were paying were absolutely insane at the time. In fact, there were some that were selling them for well over $45 when it was much lower. So, yeah, it does depend. And I don't know. The only way that they will all become the same, zillion badillion, is if there is just a massive amount of demand for all of it. And it's going to take a massive overhaul and a massive demand in the markets, in the precious metal markets for physical bullion, coins, and bars. Yeah, that's what it's going to take. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. All right. Let's get back over here and see what we've got. Oh, look at this. Silver is the only metal that's taking a turnaround. Silver is now above $49 in the ask price. It's up 15 cents right now. A 0.31% increase, while gold is still down. And platinum and palladium are down. Look at that. That is something else. A little bit surprising. Look at that. So silver is up $49.09. Still not quite 49 in the bid price. But hey, we won't kick a gift horse in the mouth. We'll kick him in the balls instead. Look at that. Silver is indeed reacting up today. Look at that. So we'll keep an eye on this as we continue to watch some comments here. But it is on the move up. There we go. Very good. All right, Crusty White Bread with his emoticons. Always appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Nice match sets. Thank you, Will. I appreciate you noticing. I try my best to showcase some different, and that's all gold and silver from 2025, the match sets of coins that I bought this year. 2025 is definitely a special year, more ways than one so far. And we're almost through in October. Somebody also had mentioned on a comment, October is always a wild month. Well, I think this one could be the wildest month ever for silver, as we almost have it up to 49 again. And we were very close to $49 or $50 earlier today. James O'Neill Brown, I'm going to FOMO and back up the monster truck. There you go. Okay. Well, just keep that FOMO in check. You'll be all right. And BA says here, let me get over to this. Let me see here. Find a way to make this happen. Okay, he says, silver has been flirting with backwardation for several sessions and is finally happening today. Not a good sign for the financial system and the precious metal distribution channels. Yes, that's right. And I'm not even sure exactly what all of that means with regards to backwardation and how it could hurt or help the silver markets. But yeah, it's something that duly noted here. Indeed. All right. Very good. All right. And the silver seems shinier today. Sure does, Andy Social. You're right about that. It does seem shinier today. Mr. Todd also says, I love how Zero Edge and some Bitcoin chumps saying that Bitcoin should be worth 614,000 because they believe that Bitcoin is related to gold somehow. Yeah, there's absolutely no comparison between the two. You're exactly exactly right. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna have to end this here pretty soon. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit because it has been an exciting night so far. Silver is waking up tonight. Same name, scored 5 ounces of silver for $220. That's below spot, so I'll stack small wins. There you go, exactly. Take those wins when you can. That's amazing. That's awesome. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's peruse our way through this broadcast and see where we are at. I wish I had a cough button. And let's see here. Ardell just picked up some constitutional today. Regular monthly pickups. Hope you're feeling better, Sal. Yep, slightly. Well, man, not really, if you want to be honest with you. But thank you. I appreciate that, Ardell. Hugo, at the moment, Kitco bid price is showing higher than COMEX futures. Does that mean something? Yes, Hugo, if you watch this video, you will see what it means as I talked about it. And again, it's one of those things where I always encourage people to watch the video all the way through before making a comment. I do miss things from time to time, but you might get your question answered if you wait until the end. Angry Patriot, thank you with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. They've been kind of few and far between tonight, so I really appreciate that support. He says, I purchased my metals from a We Buy Gold store. The nice things about it is that they do not attach any numismatic value to the metal. That's right, but that's good. You can find good deals for some of those places, for sure. You just have to be careful because you don't know exactly. I would make sure that you get it tested and verified for some of those places. Yes, indeed. Mr. E, thank you so much. Silver's drying up worse than Sal's throat. That's right, Mr. E. It sure is. There is demand for silver now in the physical, and I think that's part of what has led to the gain here tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. E. I've got water here. Almost done with this. Got to keep it liquidated, right? All right, let's see here. Or hydrated. Thank you so much. All right. The Guinea Woman says here, spectacular coins there, Sal. Thank you so much for noticing that. The Guinea Woman, always appreciate you. And she goes on to say here, let me get over here. I hope you are enjoying life apart from making videos. I can hardly keep up with you all are posting every day. Do you ever go on vacation? Well, there's been times where I've been away and I've had to kind of improvise to make some of these videos work. But typically, it's never really truly a vacation and away from the channel. It's really, and for the most part, since I started it, but especially since I started posting daily videos. But especially on big news days like we've been seeing this week. So we'll see here. All right. Let's see here. All right. PC Coinstar, great work. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your viewership and kindness here. And let's see here. Steven Simpson goes up 50 cents, explodes. Well, Steven Simpson, if you paid any attention what I talked about in the video, it did not just go up 50 cents. Okay? Steven Simpson. So I would encourage you again to make yourself not look like a fool by actually watching the video before you make a foolish comment like this. Crazy, some people. Of course, he's off his ADD meds, so he's not going to even take the time to come back and listen to my response to tell him to do that. Anyways. All right. Thank you, Justin Waters. Thanks for popping in tonight. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Very kind of you. And let's see here. Oh, good. That's great, Angry Patriot. That's good that they know what they're doing there and they know their metal. That's wonderful, and congratulations. And most local coin shops, by the way, as far as selling silver, they're not going to really be messing around with trying to price in better bullion or numismatic, semi-numismatic pieces. I don't like that word semi-numismatic, but anyways. But yeah. All right, Bill Arrington. Voice sounding rough, Sal. I know these are exciting times, but nothing is more important than your health. Praying you feel better. Thank you, my friend. Yep, I'm going to try and take... That's why I didn't live stream last night. as I'm trying to take a break, and but it's one of those things that's inevitable. But sometimes, for me, when a voice goes bad, even though I don't necessarily feel terrible, I don't feel awful. I feel a little bit run down, but for me, these kind of colds last a while. So my throat will be like this probably for the next week. I'm trying to baby it more than usual. But anyways, all right. And Clan Julo FOMO saved me from leaving dollars die in the bank. Nothing to be ashamed of. Well, that's true, but at the same time, those dollars could come in handy in an emergency rather than you having to sell your your precious metals that you just bought, maybe even more in some emergency. I would encourage you to have both cash and silver. Yes, indeed. All right, Gma. Notice gold buffaloes are not too easy to come by where I am. Is that like where you are? I've not seen lately, not checked lately, but I know some of the local coin shops I have, they don't get them in very often anyway, even in a normal market. It just depends. But there's a lot of buying that happens behind the counter too. There's stuff that moves and never gets out to the counter. So I really don't know what it's like now, but more likely you can go to any online dealer and buy yourself a buffalo if you wanted. Yes, indeed. Good to see all of you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to now pause and take a look at the markets and see what they're doing here. In trading, silver is still up. Yes, indeed. It's up 11 cents tonight, where the other metals are still down. Gold down $14.16, still above 4,000. Platinum down 6, palladium down 2. Both those metals exploded in the last trading session, as I mentioned in my video. But yeah, look at that. Thank you, John Holder. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it. Good to see Pamela Rice is here. Good to see you, Pam. And so there's where it is. But it's nice to see silver break out a little bit here in the trading. Let's take a look at the volume here for silver specifically and see what we've got happening. Volume did increase, rocketing it up, and now it's stabilized here. So some buyers are coming in here, and then it's kind of pull back a little bit here. Gold, we see the same type of thing in gold? No. The gold has relatively been, the volume was heaviest on a sell option here, and it's kind of stabilized since then with very medium trading. So what we're seeing is unique to silver here today. So there it is. Okay. Start the correction to 35. Okay, Steven Simpson thinks we're going to see it fall back to 35. Will that be the ultimate end of the bull run and it floors out at 35? Possible. That is a possibility. We'll see. Shotgun Susie is here. Good to see you. So Godzilla Garage says, man, I want that Dragon Slayer coin badly. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes, that's a pretty neat piece. I was I saw that design. I was like, I got to have that piece. Yes, indeed. Really need to get it. All right. Very good. Okay. I got a chaser here now. Just some water. Okay. Let's see. Eric is reporting that China's still on holiday. But where's that trading coming from? Is it Hong Kong? Well, Hong Kong's a part of China now. Is it Japanese trading? Is that what we're seeing, Eric? I thought that, well, it's the 8th. I thought they were back from holiday now. I don't know. Anyways. Jesse J Studios. All that glitters is not gold. Whoever said that must have been a silver, silver stacker. Yes, that's right. Perhaps so. 420 stacker. Sal, a few years ago, I told you I sold everything I could buy silver. Happy I did now. Okay. And, I wouldn't have advised that at the time. I still would not advise to do that now, but you held on to it, so it's paid off now. So that's great. I would say you probably lucked out on that deal. Steven Simpson, even the Constitution says he should have died in 24. Well, that's very strange. How would that? I don't understand that comment. It would be the only U.S. currency worth less than face value. All right. Well, must not like Trump. Yeah, 88. Yeah, a nickel. I think it's COVID because my taste buds are still off. But sorry about the coughing and hacking and the. And Janelle says, I'm not so bearish the dollar if Trump's tariffs start kicking in after the SCOTUS win. Yes. All right. We'll see what happens. Mick Pickdish says here. And that's just it. The tariff thing, we're going to have to adjust. That's going to be a long adjustment. GDP numbers are high. But there's other things that need to be adjusted in order for them to really see if it's paid off or not. It's an experiment. It really is. And we don't know how that experiment's going to win because tariffs are indeed a tax. Very exciting times for stackers, says Mitch. Always be stacking. Let's explore. There you go. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate that, sir. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? As we peruse our way through this broadcast, silver continues to impress us tonight, even slightly. And so, yes, indeed. It is up a little bit, up 12 cents. It's the only metal that's up tonight in this special broadcast, watching the markets open in Asia. I don't know what part of Asia it is, but if the markets are closed, and then in China, then there's other Asian countries are trading, I guess. I don't know, but it's up 12 cents tonight. All right. Get better soon, brother. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. All right. When is the gold-silver ratio going to even out? Get closer. That's a good question. I think it may be quite a while before it evens out. Of course, what does evening out mean anymore? I think probably that evening out was going to be somewhere in the 70s, maybe the low 70s. But we're certainly not there yet. It's 82.26 at this moment. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he will either, nickel stacking. I don't think he's going to tariff China any more than that. Although he might put the squeeze on them if they're selling oil to Russia. And but we'll see what happens there. All right. Angry Patriot, the all-time high for silver before, thanks to the good work from Jesse J Studios, was $49.95. That was the all-time high in 1980, $49.95. Adjusted for inflation, that would be about $216 if my math is right. I haven't checked in a while, but yes, indeed. Let's see here. So let's get back over here and see what we've got with other things happening here with some of these comments. Paulgita, quite frankly, I can't wait to wake up tomorrow morning and look at the price. Yeah, well, we're already woke up here tonight looking at it, and it's up a little bit for silver. Over $49 in the ask price again, so that's pretty cool. Michael K., who we appreciate very much. Let's see here. He says, I bought $30 face dimes last night, anticipating a rebound today. Man, who would have thunk it? Indeed, you'd made a great move, Michael K. You sure did. I'm hoping to get my, some more dimes soon. I actually gave away some constitutional silver yesterday, where I was at. Helped to educate somebody, found some, and somebody that was interested. And they're going to re-gift some of it to somebody else, to the next generation, their kids. So yes, indeed, good stuff. So I need to replenish those that I sold, or that I gave away, rather. All right, Darren, the secular spiritualist, says here. Oh, thank you, Steve C. Yep, I appreciate that, my friend. You all see year-to-date for silver. One gold buys 69 silver eagles. Silver hard to get. 69 eagles would be nice portfolio addition. All right, well, I guess it depends on the premiums you pay for them. But, yeah, I guess that's a possibility. For sure. Okay. All right. Make silver great again. That's right, Kevin Bork. Let's do it. Let's make it great again. Silver, the metal of pikers. Yes. Pikers. Thank you. And Friday. 50 on Friday. There you go. 50 on Friday for Johnny B. That's what he's thinking is going to happen. It could happen. You okay, Sallow Buddy? That's trying to get there. Sorry, I struggled through that video. Gonna probably struggle through tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video, I think you're gonna not want to miss it. But yes, indeed, it's gonna be an important topic for tomorrow's video. So I hope you will join me tomorrow morning's video. I have yet to record it. Hopefully I'll get through it. That's why I'm trying to be careful tonight. Russell Ring, there's just too much happening for me not to. Near $50. My LCS is selling at 50 with their premiums pretty much the same online. All right, there you go. Yes, it's crazy. Price is moving so fast. Spot deals are going to be very plentiful probably for a little while on some silver products. So watch out for them if you can. Okay, Eric says Hong Kong opens in 3 hours. Hong Kong opens in 3 hours. That's good to know. Very good. And tonight, we're seeing silver now is up a dime. So there it is. And gold is now down just over half a percentage point, down $20.50. Still above $4,000, even in the bid price. Silver is up to $48.92 in the bid price, $49.04 in the ask. There it is. All right. Oh, Pamela Rice, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. People would freak out if I did that. And honestly, it takes too much time. I hate typing. I hate to type. And I would screw so much stuff up. It's just better for me to just muscle my way through it. But people, I think if I'm going to make a video, people want to hear my voice, even if it's screwed up like it is now. But anyways, Seven Simpson says this. Why not profile the miracle ear or paint it red or some official Trump blood capsule sauce used and trusted by professional wrestlers everywhere? Well, I don't understand any. The only context I understand with this comment is the professional wrestler references, because Trump was involved in that. In fact, that's how Trump got to be so bombastic. I think he learned that from the wrestling stuff. But anyways, all right. David Martin says this. Let me get over here to this. Let me find a way to make this efficient. We got to do this. Dignity, thank you for the Seek 27. I'm not sure what currency that is, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, sir. Very kind of you indeed. Very, very nice. I think that probably, based off the color, it's about $2, I think, probably. Somebody knows. Let me see how close I am, but thank you, Dignity. Thank you, Dinar. I appreciate you being here. You guys are awesome for being here. I appreciate that. You are awesome. All right, so David Martin says, China National Holiday 2023 in the schedule of adjusted working days. China was on a week-long holiday last week from October 1 to 7 for the National Day and Autumn Festival. So this may be just one reason gold is up. I don't think this will stop. Here's a big world outside of USA. That's right. It sure is. You're right. True that. All right. We've got Sean, 8237, on the video tonight. Says, it seems like the powers that be just won't let silver get to the psychological 50. I believe it should be 60 to 65 an ounce right now. However, I still hope for SmackDown. I have dry powder waiting. There you go. Okay. So you got some in waiting for this, for if there's a dip. There you go. Nice. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Let's get to a few more here in this special broadcast. I'm going to look at the markets again here momentarily. David Martin on this market report tonight video, where we saw records being broken, especially in gold, and very close in silver for nominal highs. Says the value of the U.S. dollar against other currencies dropped about 11% in the first half of this year, the biggest decline in more than 50 years, ending a 15-year bull cycle. Morgan Stanley Research estimates the U.S. currency could lose another 10% by the end of 2026. Yeah. Despite a recovery of 3.2% in July, the delayed impact of tariffs on growth and unemployment, besides policy uncertainties, are likely to keep negative pressure on the dollar. Gold looks like it will be a safe haven. Yep, I think that's true. For sure. All right. Very good. Thank you guys. B Taylor is here. Good to see. Good to see B Taylor tonight. All right. P. Ryan Limerick on this video says this. Let me get over to this here quickly. He says 2024 silver libertads are now 54.89 euros, about 63 bucks, a premium of 30.5%. It's very difficult to commit to average cost buy or stack any more silver. Well, libertads are not a good benchmark for premium adjustments. The 2025s are going for thousands of dollars for 1 ounce silver. So I think that you can pretty much dismiss buying that coin or round, whatever you want to call it these days. Do not use that to benchmark dollar cost averaging. I never bother listening to this man. Then why are you making a comment? You listen to this. You've been subscribed for 1 year, Paul. I don't understand. You're subscribed to the channel, and you're coming on here to say I never bother listening to this man. Well, then unsubscribe and go away. And some people are just very strange. I don't know, but let's see here. Bill457 says, a bird got into my apartment somehow. Anyway, these pit prices are crazy, especially palladium and silver hit my year-end prediction. Nice. Congratulations to that. That's awesome. Yes. I didn't do any predictions for platinum and palladium because it's like the Wild West for sure. It's like the Wild West. Let's see here. All right. And let's see here. We've got this from JJS says, I'm a big proponent of gold and silver. However, these giant moves just mean your dollar buys less. Not always. That does not necessarily mean that at all. Look at inflation. Inflation has pulled back dramatically over the years. These big moves are happening for other reasons. I mean, inflation is playing a part of it. Inflation is boosting up, but there's so much other stuff happening here. But the giant moves are not related to inflation unless we see inflation spike up dramatically from month to month. That is not the reason. That is not the reason why silver and gold prices are going up right now. All right. In fact, the dollar strength is up tonight. I know that's different than inflation, but still. All right. Thumbs up from Hagar the Northman. Thank you, Hagar, on this morning's video. Around 6 p.m., I did not know what to do. I watched one of your live stream test videos. Thank you. I appreciate watching since I didn't go live. It's very rare that I miss a day, but I'm making up for it tonight, and but not for long. I'm getting a little bit throats under strain. Carrie Tarrant, I don't think people really care that the government is shut down. It's a perfect time to clean house and reduce the size of government. Everything is up in the PMs. You sound kind of hoarse today. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you. Yes, definitely hoarse. And but yes, and I hate to cut this short because we've got a pretty good crowd here tonight, but we might go a little bit longer here. But I have to get to work on tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video, you're not going to want to miss tomorrow morning's video. So hope you will join me on tomorrow morning's broadcast as we discuss some things here. So yeah, all right. Maria, this show I own 3 out of 6 of those coins. Nice, congratulations, that's awesome. And we've got this from Robert Gill 448. And boy howdy, the Democrats lost control of everything Democrat. The stock market is 7 days high. Precious metals are running the bulls. The auto pen has run out of ink. Those that manipulated the said markets have lost control of funding. Still buying silver, as even at $49 an ounce is still affordable. You can get a hold of physical silver. By all means, get it. Paper ETF is only good for starting fires. There you go. All right. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Okay, let's take a look one last time here. We have got gold down $18.90 tonight. Silver holding strong, up 11 cents. It'll be very interesting to see when Hong Kong opens in a few hours. Platinum and palladium also down. Volume fairly light right now, but hey, you never know who's going to dip in and either make a buy or sell to move silver one way or another. But I end this broadcast here tonight with silver reaching $49.05 in the ask price. So there we go. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see where it plays out from here. I want to remind all of you to stick around tomorrow morning's video. I hope you will not miss it. I'm going to record it right now while I still have somewhat of a voice. But I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you for the few who sent a super chat. It was very kind of you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. And keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Take care, all. Have a good night.